but the times in which they can actually start a fight is going to be difficult. So at any moment where they find themselves at a disadvantage, they're going to be very much reliant on this mid-jungle. Does get spotted by that ward, but Junhao just wants to try to make sure that with his bottom lane having early push, this is a wave that AL are giving up during this. I think Hope and Kyle need to kind of get out of this situation.
Junhao? Oh no! Ooh, okay. Junhao secured it, but it had 3 HP left. He will believe this favors because, you know, if you're going to give anyone's legend these time for these solo laners, it's going to be pretty good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Waco is the one who gets caught. He's alone, and he will fall all alone. Hope.
Him resources if we need to, but with our duo sitting in mid lane and how easy it is, or how comparatively easy it is to clear the wave versus a Ziggs compared to other AD carries, they're just going to try and leverage this and take the second drink of the game. But this should have been their moment. They, as Ultra Prime, you have the ward on the dragon. Why are we not just starting up the second set of grubs here? I feel like this is a pretty big mistake and something that now AL, they still have ultimates up for them. And now with the redeploy, they'll have items to boot. I mean, this is a completed Riftmaker here coming in for Flandra. If he teleports for this play, Ultra Prime are in a pretty tough spot to try to contest.
Yeah, and anyone's legend really only needs to take one of these grubs for it to be worthwhile for them. Now, Junhao has started them up. He's pulling back a little bit, but he is on vision, so we'll see what the move is here for anyone's legend. They're going to try to look for Waco, and they're going to layer all the CC. He's got nowhere to go, and Hope will get his second.
Right?
Yeah, Saber can't kill anybody right now, but maybe with a little bit of help from his jungler, he could be able to. As Shanks is taken low, is running toward a side of the map that is not his, and Junhao gets the kill.
All right, how much damage can they get on this top lane turret? You got 45 seconds before the plates start to fall. AL are in position. Waco does have the ult if he wants to clear the minion wave. I think this is going to be tough.
You have a 3v2 dive attempt. Zhao's the one who's engaged on first, and the ultimate comes through, and Wonjiang is split from the rest of his team. Good tanking here, but a lot of damage coming in from Waco and Wonjiang. Kale is bleeding out, and he will go down. Flandra's got to flash forward, and he won't take a turret shot on the way out. Junhao is here. Hope is trying to kite it out, but Waco is free hitting. He's done so much damage this fight. Junhao looking to find the last kill onto Flandre, and he will. 3 kills for the jungler of Ultra Prime.
He starts off 3-0, has the completed Sundered Sky, and that was incredibly messy from AL. You know that they have a Ziggs. The Ziggs is off timer, and they had a vision ward, so they saw where Waco was. You have to be expecting, with the Ziggs ultimate, they can always clear the wave. The dive was incredibly difficult. I think that Wonjiang and Xiaoxia played that very, very well, and it ends up in...
And now it's time for Junhao to spread this lead around to his solo laners. Make sure that they're able to stack up against the powerful solo laning of anyone's legend.
Saber might find a second kill here onto Shanks. Oh, just barely out of range from the perfect execution. But this is going to be another turret falling for them. They already got the one in bottom lane. It'll be a top tier one as well. We talked about some of the side laning threats of this AL composition, and while Shanks has kind of gotten a lot of focus and may not be able to match this Akali, Flandra is starting to pick up a lot of steam here.
Didn't you get a good follow-up, and then Kyle's there. You got a stew going, baby, with the hostile takeover. See a little bit of fighting going on in the jungle. Zhao's got to burn his ultimate. Oh my god! Hope just evaporates. All hope is lost, and Kyle is the next target too. Zhao is there, teleport coming through. Kyle will bleed out. Saber in there. Flandra TP's in and gets the heck out, but Saber's going deep, and everybody is showing up for Ultra Prime.
The plot armor is down.
Yeah, anyone's Legends Engage has to be snappy, because if you allow Waco to just sit there, he's just going to kill you. Now Zhaoxia, that is Flash. We'll be able to walk away. Thought for a moment there that could be worrisome, as Hope is completely zoned off, has his Edge of Night, so he doesn't die like that again to Waco, but that's a very scary Ziggs who just took down the mid turret as well.
He does so much damage here, and Ultra Prime trying to find the delicate balance of, can we start Otacon? Can we start this dragon? Xiaoxia doesn't have flash. I wonder if Tarzan is going to try and make the snap onto this Leona. And I liked what we were seeing from our two mid laners here. Shanks and Saber fighting off in the other side lane, seeing who can teleport first.
Here we go, full engage out. Zhao's the only one hit by the hostile takeover, but he is getting snipped away. You might be as strong as a rock, but those scissors are made of steel. Has anyone's legend managed to find one?
Saber teleported for this. They need to make something happen here. Otherwise, Yone is going to continue splitting on the opposite side of the map. They already lost one member.
Tarzan going to be the target. He's taking below half HP. Teleport coming in. And
Oh,
the turn it
disruption!
all around.
Woo!
Chains of Corruption catches Junhao. Waco dealing as much damage as he can, but it's not enough. And AL start the Dragon.
This will put them on Soul Point, and Ultra Prime make a few too many errors around this bottom side objective. I wonder with some of the recalls, were they willing to kind of risk it for an Otacon? They're going to instead down, but that Chains of Corruption. Oh, Kael's dead?
What the heck is going on? Saber goes all the way in. He trades 1 for 1. And Anyone's Legend looking for more. Flandra looking to go crazy. Zhaozha gets stunned up, and he's got to run away. Shanks off to the side, targeted out. In the middle of the fight is Wonjiang. He's got to do what he can, but he's got to flash out of the fight. Zhaozha ends up in a 3v1, and he's going to fall too. It's a double kill for Hope. And just when you think Ultra Prime are in the game, it's slipping from their fingers, Hulk.
No one is focusing Gwen, and we talked about how difficult Gwen was going to be for Ultra Prime to deal with. How much damage can Wako get with this? He'll have his auto attacks as well with the satchel charge. Honestly, I think he could go for a little bit more. You know that Shanks isn't dead. The only person that can match you is Kael.
That creative, in my opinion, and the fact that Ultra Prime has played them straight up like this has been a really sight to see. Saber gets spotted out. Now he's going to quickly be in a 3v1. Shanks is going after him. Zhaozha looking to back him up. Saber going to get slowed, but the stuns are out. But Saber gets knocked up and caught, and he falls on the side lane.
Does this mean they're going to start up the Baron? Anytime you have a Gwen on your team, you should always be thinking, can we get a Baron? Can I immediately take one of these Elder objectives? It's going to be a numbers advantage here for Anyone's Legend. Wonjiang is looking for a teleport. He gets his level 16, which is huge.
Yeah, the teleport's a little far away, though. Waco is still able to free hit Baron down to about 3,000 HP. Looking to rejoin the fight is the Vi. Zhaozha tanking everything up, but is able to walk out as the Baron resets.
Waco is going to rejoin up with his team. They are losing position on mid, so I like what Hope is doing on the minimap here. Goes into mid lane. He knows he can clear this very, very easily. And with 5 grubs, while I would definitely prefer for AL to please just grab this Dragon, they can feel very safe about potentially going for a mid-tier 1.
Tarzan coming in from around the side. He's going to get into the back of the pit. 5,000 HP on the Dragon. Remember, this is Soul for Anyone's Legend. Saber is in the back of the pit. Waco trying to do what he can with these bouncing bombs. Saber is going to go all the way through on the Hexgate, but here comes the ultimates coming through. The knockups are there, and Anyone's Legend are taking out Ultra Prime. Here's the execution coming through for Wonjiang, trying to get to the back of the fight, but the Fate Sealed is going to be able to knock up the Akali. They find Saber, they find the key members. Tarzan finds Waco too, but he falls. Shanks unable to land the knockup, but now Waco all of a sudden can turn it around, but he gets a little close. Flandra coming around on the side, ready to snip away at the life of Waco. He flashes over and takes him down. Anyone's Legend win the fight. For Anyone's Legend, just a little bit thicker, able to survive from all of this damage that Ultra Prime is able to put together. And that is the difference maker. Off battery. They're on a wild goose chase. We're burning some flashes to try to take him down. Kael will get there. Are you going to handshake him? You will handshake him.
Yeah.
Junhao is dead.
Okay. Look at what Ultra Prime are doing this entire time. Oh, it's even the Guardian Angel. Low-key, keep him alive. Keep him alive.
Oh!
Kill him. They killed Kael. Look what's happening on the opposite side, though. Saber trying to fight. They can find Shanks.
Shanks is stunned. He's under the turret. They're going to go all the way in for the public execution, too. And they find him. Great place from Ultra Prime. But Tarzan with a big stun onto Zhaozha. Teleport coming in from Flandra. He's on top of Saber. But Saber trying to get out with the angles, and he can't. Flandra takes him down. And now Hope coming in to cut off Wonjiang. He's going to slow him up with that Hex Tech Soul. And Wonjiang, he's desperately trying to get away. The Drakehound step, but Tarzan will chase him down, and the touch of the Freljord will keep you in place.
You know, maybe if Ziggs got a little bit more damage onto that turret, there is a way. It feels so tough for Ultra Prime. They take 1 step forward, it's 2 steps back. They got stopped on the Baron, they make a play on the bottom side, but guess what? Flandra and the rest of AL are still able to collapse, utilizing some of those teleports. They now will be able to grab the Baron on the side of Anyone's Legend, and this Baron timer is going to run perfectly into the Elder Dragon spawning. So with 5 grubs and a Baron, we are expecting for AL, the expected favorites of this group, to be able to close this one out.
All right, Junhao getting chased off by the rest of Anyone's Legend.
In the same area as last time.
Yep, Shanks, though, is at full HP. He's trying to get away as Junhao. Saber maybe trying to help his teammate. Good buffer on the ultimate, and they find Tarzan, but he will not bleed out. He will survive. Saber gets 1 kill. Saber needs to go back in and try to find another, trying to dodge out of the damage, but Flandra does too much. Saber can't get in there.
Waco was also pretty low on that mana. If he had an Ultra Prime now, 10 seconds before that Elder like we were marking, it doesn't get any easier if you lose this objective.
Saber's going to have the perfect execution out, but Xiaozhe is getting taken lower and lower. These champions will deal a lot of damage as Tarzan just onslaught, just going forward on these guys. Teleport coming in from Waco. Flandre's ultimate getting used just for a little bit of extra damage.
I mean, Baron, 5 grubs.
Wait, they're going to try to combo him out. Fate Seal doesn't land on a Waco, but he will fall all the same. One Zhang goes down 2. The flash onto Saber as Flandre looking to take him out. Doesn't quite land the snip, but he still has the damage. And Anyone's Legend found their way, have broken this game, have broken the base, and are looking to win.
There it is again. Baron still here. It's 20 seconds. Hextech Soul and the grubs. Come on.
Going all the way in onto the support, but they will fall. Ultra Prime fought valiantly, but Anyone's Legend were inevitable, and they will get their first.